My name is Kim Tobin-Lehl, and I am directing the remount of Between Riverside and Crazy by Stephen Adly Guirgis at Fourth Wall Theater Company. The show was originally directed by Bill Pruitt, a friend of mine from many years ago, who came in to direct for us right at the time of COVID. So we closed the original production down during COVID. We thought the show was so wonderful. It had such a perfect grouping of artists, actors, designers, everyone that came together that we just didn't feel like we could let it not have the full run it deserved here for Houston audiences. It's Mr. Guirgis's Pulitzer Prize winner. It's a play about where people find the opportunity for redemption and connection and relationships, even amongst the most corrupt institutions. It's just a really special piece of theater. That being said, I'm lucky enough to have the opportunity to do the remount. Bill and I have been speaking, and a lot of what my goal is to see what we can find has happened for all these artists over the last 2 years in this pandemic, for the opportunity to kind of reevaluate where we want to be in our life, what's important. So we're hoping we've brought some of that to our work, some of that to our ability to communicate better, to find more depth, more specificity, more particularization in how we relate, how we communicate, how we create art. So we're hoping we bring a little bit of that to the show so that even if you came that first weekend before we shut down, you can come in and have a little bit of a new experience, something a little bit different that might happen to reinvigorate the performance for you from maybe what your memory was. But it's a beautiful play, regardless of whether you saw it or not, and we're super excited to be able to present it to Houston audiences.
It's really a show that's about redemption, and I enjoy watching all of these characters transform in front of you to kind of show you who they really are and kind of peel off those layers that their true self exists under.
I feel like his plays really speak to what people really feel, how they really talk, how they really act, and it's not just a placate or a performance or a caricature of a person, but it's the real human person, and you get the layers and the nuance of a person when you go through his lines, when you see how his plays are formed and put together and how they end and how they're not as predictable as other plays. So I just love doing the Stephen Adly Guirgis play. It's one of the best things to do, and the actor, wishes to perform one. So I've been blessed to be on my second one now, so it's great.
Fourth Wall has chosen a play that is contemporary, that's urban, and that has characters that represent me. I think is really good for the community, and I think it's gonna really shake some things up in the theater scene, so I'm excited to be a part of it.
A lot of the things that's happening in this play, surprisingly, is happening now, or is still happening today, which is why I'm so excited to play it. The wonderful thing about theater is we bring life on stage. People get to see the things that they hear and talk about all day in everyday life, and that's what I love about it. I love it.